Hey everybody, welcome to First Coast Comedy. This is the main event, he said, as the crowd went wild. He said as the crowd made spaceship noises. Excellent. So quick introductions. My name is Alex Grindeland. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And this guy over here, we stream this show live to the internet, to YouTube. This is our chat moderator. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Dan. In any case, let me do a quick survey. By show of hands, who has never seen a show here at First Coast Comedy before? A decent number of us. All right, go ahead, put your hands down. All right, now by show of hands, who's seeing a show here at First Coast Comedy, but for your very first time tonight? Should be the same people. Wow. Should be exactly the same people. Not close to the same people, exactly the same people. All right, well, I'll ask one more question. By show of hands, who's seeing a show here at First Coast Comedy, but for your very last time tonight? No. All right, nobody's too judgmental. Very good. All right, well, for those of you who do not know, most of the time when people hear comedy, they think stand-up comedy. That is somebody who's like pre-planned a bunch of jokes, wrote them down, memorized them, didn't like that, erased it, rewrote it, got up on stage, performed it for a bunch of people. That's not what we specialize in here at First Coast Comedy. Here we specialize in improvised comedy, improv comedy. What that means is that you paid money to see a show that we have not bothered to make a plan for. That's your fault. So, in order to do that, I'm going to have to get a bunch of suggestions from you, the audience. Say that with me. You, the audience. One more time. You, the audience. Let's do a little practice of that. Let's say, first I'm going to ask anybody who's watching in the chat to give me a suggestion of something they see in the room they're in. But in the meantime, from this section over here, anybody in this section, I want you to think of your favorite color and shout it out now. 1, 2, 3, go. Blue! Blue! I heard most loudly and clearly. I would take the first thing I heard clearly, and that was the suggestion of blue. I might go to anybody in this middle-ish area, anybody in the middle. I might say, I want you to think of any animal you could find in a barnyard and shout it out on 3. 1, 2, 3, go. Llama. I heard a llama most loudly and clearly, and I also heard a bunch of cow. These are all good suggestions. All right, from anybody in this area over here, anybody in this area, I want you to think of your email address and Netflix password and shout it out on 3. 1, 2, 3, go. Very good. All right, I will pay for some of the streaming services. I will not pay for all of them. In any case, that's how suggestions are gotten. When you have suggestions, shout it out loud and proud. By the way, Dan, did we get any suggestions from the chat there? What did we get?
From Kimberly McGraw, football game.
Oh, the other thing that's in the room is a football game, so they're not fully watching us. All right. In any case, so that's how suggestions are gotten. Now, the other thing you need to know before we get started is that and because I'm asking you to shout things out, take a moment to look around and notice there are both adults and children here. So keep that in mind when you're deciding what to shout out in this room. All right, let's keep the suggestions out of the bathing suit area because, of course, we, the adults, have the important responsibility of making sure the youth of America do not know what we actually think is funny. So, keep that in mind. So clap for a clean show. We're going to do a clean show tonight. Sounds good? Excellent. Excellent. Wonderful. All right, the other thing you need to know before we get started is at various points throughout the show, we might ask for the help of one or more fun-loving audience volunteers. That's people who actually want to raise their hand. We pick them, they come up here, and they actually help us out in a game up on this stage. So without me saying any more about that, who thinks that later in the show you might be interested in helping out in the game? I see a hand back there, I see a hand there, I see a hand there, I see a hand there. All right, I see like 8 or 10 hands. Give it up for the bravest among you! The bravest among you. For those of you who did not raise your hand, I know why you didn't raise your hand. The reason you didn't raise your hand is because at some point in your life, you saw a comedian, like being an insult comic, be mean to somebody in an audience, right? But that's not what we do here at First Coast Comedy. Like earlier, I said this is not a stand-up comedy show. This is an improv comedy show. The difference being, if you were to come here any given Friday or Saturday, there's basically that wall over there has the 15 people that you would see some combination of that perform here on a regular basis. So it's a lot of the same people you see every weekend. Unlike stand-up comics, who they do a show, and then they get in their car and they drive to Cincinnati and you never see them again. They have an advantage, and that is to say that if we were mean to you, we'd be very easy to find. So we take the opposite tactic. If you choose to volunteer and help us out in a game, we're going to make you look awesome. We're going to make you the envy of everybody here. We're going to make sure you have a great time. So, and by the way, if you choose to volunteer, you will win a prize. Ooh. It could be one of a variety of things. It is random. Actually, two things. It could either be a brand new, fresh out of the package iPad. Ooh. Or it could be a free pass to a future show. That's the one you want. So, knowing that, have I convinced any more people that you might possibly later consider volunteering for a game and helping us out? I see about four hands that went up, but that didn't go up before. So let's give it up for the people who can change their mind when new information is presented. Love those people. Excellent. I noticed in this whole room it was 4 people. So, in any case, that's really all we need to know before we get started. I feel super warmed up. The players backstage are warmed up. There's one more group of people who needs to be warmed up. Who could it be? Oh, it must be you, the audience. One more time, you, the audience. Very good. So let's. The way we're going to do that here is something we call the clapometer, or if you're British, the clapometer. And the way it works is we start at a 1 and we work our way up to a 10. So a 1, that's like a nice, polite golf clap. And then every time we say the next number leading up to 10, I want you to double the current level of volume and applause so that this show is not a quiet show. That during this spiel, some of you have been very polite. You don't have to be so polite. You can be loud. So here we go. We got to earn it, working our way up to a 10, where right around 4, 5, or 6, hooting, hollering, screaming, totally socially appropriate here in this building. Here we go. We're going to start at a 1. That's nice. Very nice. And a 2. And a 3. And a 4. And a 5. And a 6. Everybody, we're going to jump right into the action. This is this first game we're going to play is a game called Shatner. The name will make sense in a moment. But for this game, see, from the chat, I want people in the chat to start putting in different kinds of adventures people can have. So like skydiving, climbs a mountain, just different kinds of adventures. But from the in-house audience, from anybody in the A section, I want somebody to shout out the name of the person you are here with tonight.
Lucy.
Lucy! Where's Lucy? That's Lucy right there. Hi, Lucy. Everyone say hi, Lucy. Hi, Lucy. All right, very good. And Lucy, what do you spend your days doing? What's your job? What do you do?
Education.
Education. So are you a teacher?
Yes.
Okay, she's a teacher. Okay, so Lucy the teacher. Hey, Dan, do we have an adventure in the chat?
A dog groomer.
Oh, who said that?
I
Okay, so so the name of this story is Lucy the teacher becomes a dog groomer. It's a career move. All right. So here's what's going to happen. In a moment, I'm going to have 2 players up. They're going to be telling the story of Lucy the teacher becoming a dog groomer. However, they have to tell that story 1 word per person at a time. and they are constantly pushing the other player to go faster and faster and faster. Now, if one of the players causes an obvious grammatical error, if they just slip up on their words, or if they're not going fast enough, they will be out of there. Say and do that with me with your hands in the clappatory position. It's not TV, I can see you. They will be out of there. And we'll get a new player in. All right, let me get one player up on either side. I got the players, yes. All right, so in the game of Shatner, and we call it Shatner because the word at a time thing makes them talk kind of weird. So, in the game of Lucy, the teacher becomes a dog groomer. Jill, you'll have the first word. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
And begin.
Once
There
was
a
person
name
Lucy
who
didn't
like
to
teach.
so
She
went
on
a
pilgrimage
to
the
greatest
place
on
earth
it
was
dog.
heaven.
Woo!
Woo!
Now you can't just both have your words be woo! I'm saying you're both out. Oh! They are!
I think it was
No. Woo! Doesn't count.
Said Lucy.
All right, give me 2 more players up. All right, Lucy, do you remember when that happened to you when you went to dog heaven? Yeah, she remembers. All right, from anybody in the B section, shout out I'm going to be asking for another adventure from you, Dan, but from any of the B section, shout out the name of the person you're here with. Wait, what? I heard. One more time. Are you saying? Wait, pause. Are you saying Corinne? Maureen? Lauren. Okay. Everybody was trying to say it at the same time, but at different times somehow. All right. The name is Lauren. Lauren, what do you do, or what's your hobby?
Retired.
All right. Lauren, the retiree, and what's Lauren's adventure?
ghost hunting.
Oh! Lauren, the retiree, goes ghost hunting.
From Michelle in Illinois.
Oh, from Michelle in Illinois! All right, so here we go. Lyra, you get the first word. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
And begin.
One,
They
she,
went
two,
the
store,
and
bought,
a
ghost,
uniform.
she bought,
Oh, she said 2 words! Lyra is out of there. All right, I want to continue hearing about Lauren, the retiree, goes ghost hunting because I want to find out more. All right, so, Dave, you got the first word. Players, are you ready?
yeah,
And begin.
Lauren
needed,
to
change,
her
life,
she
bought,
a
book,
that
was,
explaining
ghost,
hunting.
she,
Took
this,
book
to,
the
head,
of
ghost,
hunting
international,
and
asked,
them
for,
a
advice,
counselor.
a,
Gave
her,
a
counselor,
and
she,
said
I am so happy that you make me a guy to
He is out of there. All right, from somebody over here, shout out the name of the person you're here with. Right in the back, what was it? Brian. And what somebody said, you said something. Brian and Jacob. They're going to be a team. All right. Jacob, what's a hobby you have? What was it? Roadblocks. I'm going to let the players decide what it is. I'm assuming you just set up roadblocks in your parents' life. It's a video game. It's a video game. All right, what's the adventure?
Snow plowing.
Okay, very
From
good.
Mark in Illinois.
Oh, yeah, these Illinois people. All right, so from Mark and Illinois, we got it's going to be Brian and Jacob set up roadblocks while snow plowing. How could that all work together? All right, here we go. And Johnny, you get the first word. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
And begin.
Jacob
and
Brian
had
many
adventures.
together.
However,
One
day
they
needed
blocks
they
took
2
many
blocks
to
spare
on
their
interstate.
So,
They
took
some
blocks
with
their
video
games,
and
went
to
the
parents
house,
to
behave.
have.
He is out there this time. Give him a roll of All right, so earlier I said that we could use the help of one or more fun-loving audience volunteers. Now, first of all, I'm going to first offer this to anybody who might be here celebrating something. Like if it's your birthday or your anniversary, you get the first dibs. Anybody here celebrating anything tonight? All right, so it's somebody's named Dave's birthday. Dave, do you want to come up here? It's Steve or Steve or Steve.
He's full of shit.
Full of nonsense is what he said. All right, so yes, no? Okay, very good. Moving on. I'm going to open it up to anybody. Anybody who wants to raise your hand and come up here. Come on over, give it up for everybody. You're going to do great. Say your name nice and loud for everybody here.
Earhot.
Earhot?
Yeah.
All right, give her Earhot, everybody. All right, let me get the players up in the game for Foursquare. So, Earhot, I just want you to stand right here on the edge of the stage here. All right, so in the game of Foursquare, what's going to happen is we're going to be seeing 4 different scenes, okay? So, from anybody in the chat, I just want you to start typing in locations. But from the in-house audience, somebody give me like a location that would fit in this room. Like if this place wasn't a bar or a comedy theater, what kind of a place might this be? A nail salon is your suggestion. All right, go ahead and rotate. All right, and from anybody over here, what's like a fantastic location, like Mortar or? Well, Camelot. I'm gonna take Camelot. Very good, and rotate. Very good. And from anybody, we got any locations in the chat, Dan?
From a Figueroa submarine.
A submarine.
Submarine.
Very good, and rotate. And I believe this is the last one we need. From anybody at all, one more location, anything you want. I heard Disneyland and a massage parlor. So I'm gonna take the massage parlor at Disneyland. There could be one. All right, so. Here's what's going to happen. In this game, you're going to see 4 different scenes in 4 different locations. So when I say switch, you're going to switch and stand where Johnny is standing, and then you're suddenly a different person in a different scene. But when it rotates back to that location, you become that person again. All right.
Okay.
That just basically you just got to wait for me to say switch, and then we rotate to the next scene, and we basically see the next chapter. Make sense?
Yeah, but I forgot all 4.
We'll review them right now. All right. Here we go. So, hey Johnny, what location are you in?
We are a massage parlor, Disney World.
Okay, very good. To be clear, it was Disneyland.
Disneyland.
All right, and rotate. Very good. And what location is this?
Nail salon.
Very good. And rotate. And what location is this?
Camelot.
And rotate.
Submarine.
And rotate back to the massage parlor at Disneyland. All right. In the game of Foursquare, players, are you ready?
Yes.
And begin.
I'm just a princess with good hands, and you look like a dad who's tired.
How much does this cost?
Oh, you paid a lot at admission, so it's just all part and parcel for that.
Okay, great.
Yeah. You have kids?
One on the way.
Oh, congratulations.
I appreciate it.
Congratulations. Is this your first time at Disneyland?
Yeah.
Oh.
This was the best birthday present I could ask for, bro.
Hey, man.
I mean, my cuticles are ridiculous right now. Thanks for getting the double package. If you just put your hands out like that, they'll start taking care of us.
All right, cool.
we've been-
No problem. It's on me. I saw your cuticles.
Yeah,
Last
always
week, and
looking
I
out
was
for
like,
me, bro.
I need to take care
Ever
of the
since we were
cuticles.
little kids. Oh man, thank you. I know how important finger health is to you. It's really important.
Lancelot!
Yeah.
Oh, King Arthur's just blah, 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 round table. I'm over it. I just wish we could be together.
Maid Marion?
What?
I mean, did I call,
It's Guinevere!
Guinevere?
Yes.
There's ships out there!
Switch!
So, would you like the Mickey package, the Dumbo package, or the Goofy package?
The goofy ones.
Oh, the Goofy one. Be right back. Oh, harsh.
Can I change my mind?
Oh, which one would you like now, sir?
Mickey.
Mickey. Haha, I'm the public domain one now.
Oh, looking good. Why don't you get rid of those shoes? Why don't we go for the full thing?
You talking about like a toe cure?
A toe cure. That's exactly what I'm
No, I'm not talking to you.
I'll never live this down. Guinevere, we've been playing this game for a long time. And on the top of my lance, hence the name, is a ring.
Why? You know I
This
need
is a really heavy lance. If you don't mind grabbing that ring.
I mean, the one Arthur gave me was a lot bigger.
Arthur!
Get the torpedo and put it in the tube. Put the torpedo in the tube. Put the torpedo in the tube.
I mean, it weighs like 1,000 pounds.
Put your pack into it with me. 1, 2, 3. Switch! Our final destination is Space Mountain, where I can crack your back. So behind you.
Well, now that we have our toe cures and our finger cures.
We're completely cured.
Hey, Earhound's not going home empty-handed. You're going home with a free pass to come back to a future show. You were this close to the iPad. All right, so for this next game, I just need a ton of suggestions. So from people at home in the chat, I'm going to be asking for emotions. I'm going to be asking for accents. I'm going to be asking for celebrity impressions. I'm going to be asking for genres of film or television or live theater. So let's go ahead and get some of these from all of you right now. From anybody at all, shout out a big, strong emotion.
Hangry.
I heard hangry. First one, hangry. Very good. Give me another big, strong emotion.
Ennui.
Ennui. Wow, we're getting creative. All right, give me another big, strong emotion.
Angry.
Sick. Oh, okay. Give me some positive emotion.
Flabbergasted.
Flabbergasted. All right, give me a positive emotion.
Surprised.
Happy. Yes, for emotions. It's not until the sixth one somebody says happy. All right. Give me another strong emotion. Excited, and what'd you say?
You got like first place in a show.
Okay, yeah, like the feeling of you got first place in a show.
Yes.
Yeah, like accomplishment.
Yeah.
Very good. All right. Give me. So now I need. Give me some European accents. I heard Russian. I heard French. I heard German.
Italian.
I heard British.
German, it seemed like
I heard Italian.
Scottish.
Oh,
Swedish.
we got Swedish from the chat. Do we have any other emotions from the chat?
Confusion.
Confusion
And fury.
and fury. Very good. All right. Somebody give me some style. Okay, I want you to think of some movies you like. Don't tell me the name of the movie. Tell me the genre of the movie, other than comedy. I heard a few different ones. I heard horror. I heard science fiction. What do we got from the chat? Anything at all you want to give me from the chat, Dan?
Caffeinated.
The emotion of caffeinated. Okay. I heard western. I heard film noir, and I heard a rom-com or a romance. And what'd you say?
Anime.
And an anime. Very good. All right. Somebody give me some styles of live theater.
In the round.
I heard theater in the round. Yeah, good.
musical.
Shakespeare. I heard improv. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Documentary.
And I heard documentary from the chat. And musical. Very good. All right. Any last things you want to add from the chat, Dan? 2, 1, and
Ballet.
ballet. Excellent. Very good. All right. And actually, you know what? Just for fun, give me some celebrity impressions or cartoon characters.
Lady Gaga.
I heard Lady Gaga, Christopher Walken, and just drunk. Okay, that's good. All right, give yourselves those great suggestions. Oh, Gump? Oh, I'm gonna take drunk. All right, let's see here. Somebody give me a relationship between two people, like roommates or father and son, or
Coworkers.
Enemies.
ooh, I heard coworker enemies. And what do you got?
Dog and dog groomer.
All right, and if you want to involve coworker enemies and dog groomers are your suggestions for this scene. All right, so here's what's going to happen. It's very simple. The players are going to be performing a scene at any time I want. I can shout out any of these endowments, and they all have to become that thing. So if I say happy, everybody in the scene becomes happy. If I say Shakespeare, everybody in the scene has to behave as though they're in a Shakespearean play, and so on. All right, so let me grab this notepad from you, Jill, and that pen. All right. In the game of changing styles with the suggestion of coworker enemies and dog groomers, players, are you ready?
Yes.
And begin.
Dave, you're breathing too close to my cubicle again. And after the incident last week where you were supposed to pick up my dog and you didn't, I need a little bit of space.
Listen. I apologize for that last week, okay? There's no reason, if we're gonna work together here, we can't be, like, at least respectful to each other.
Fine. I will do the bare minimum.
Fury.
And absolutely nothing more than that!
Listen! If you don't work harder, they're gonna give me all the work. I'm gonna be the one that has to get all the customers' bills all in order. You better pull your weight.
Stop spitting near me!
Ah!
Happy.
Remember that time I was so mad?
I know. Enough time has passed now that we can laugh about it.
That's hilarious.
That was like 20 seconds ago.
So long ago.
We were laughing, and now I forgot what I was working on here. My computer's not. Oh no, computer's not work.
Come over there.
Yeah, can you take a look?
I can't help you at all. No. What's
We're gonna have to-
Sick.
This is stressing me out. We're gonna. I know we don't want to do this, but we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to talk to the IT. Oh no, the IT person's here.
Your computer's really not gonna work now.
Oh, God.
Caffeinated.
Oh my God! I heard about your computer.
Oh, thank God. Just take a look at it. It's not working for some reason.
Here, come use mine. I got work ideas, man. I got work ideas.
Are you running DOS? What are you doing?
I got C. I got C plus. I got Linux.
Windows 10.
Just
I got a
try
lot
to
of
fix it.
different
As,
programs.
Russian!
please, just try to fix the computer as fast as you I have important work to do. And if you do not fix the computer, I am not able to fulfill my promises to said company.
I have most mighty idea. The most mighty idea is that we take this vodka, we do one shot, and then the computer will be fixed.
Ah, yes.
I actually agree with this, Matthew, because first of all, your computer.
Oh, yes. Well, you're part of Russia close to France.
French!
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I just realized you look familiar.
That's right.
Wait, look at wait, let me check my Facebook. Oh, we are cousins. Yeah. Oh, well, this is my long lost cousin. I haven't seen since I looked at the Facebook.
I'm going to go talk to IT about a new computer for you.
Oh,
Not for you.
Italian!
Oh, she
Italian.
will not give me a newer computer. She gets a one for you, but not for me. This makes me so sad. Give me kiss. Oh, please, I want to make amends. Give me kiss.
Scottish!
Hey, I agree. It's not fair that I'm the only one that gets a computer. You should be getting her a computer as well. It's the fair thing to do.
It's not funny. It's not funny to be bringing him a computer and bringing me nothing.
First of all, Lassie, you better shut your mouth. I will get you what I want to get you, all right?
Yeah.
It's not in the budget for 2 computers.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I appreciate all the effort you're putting in to get me a computer. I'm just saying that she should get a computer too, because that's just a nice thing to do.
Well, I could just take an internet cable and hook them up together. So you go to IKEA and get the letter USB to record it and what?
Yes,
Film noir!
they were talking in a language that I could no longer understand. It was confusing, but I knew I had to get that new computer for my partner so we could work together and build this business.
Do you need a software upgrade?
That sounds like nothing but trouble, sugar.
Horror movie!
So you heard it too. You heard it too. I heard something coming up from upstairs. It was like a tick, 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 tick.
Hang on. I'm gonna go into this door that goes down to the basement. Wow, weird. The light doesn't work.
We've got to split up. It's Karen from accounting. Karen! No,
I didn't see
Karen,
anything.
Anime!
Please get it off of me!
Oh no!
Theater in the round!
I'm free of her. She let go of me, and now I can move freely.
But I can't find you.
I'm gonna get a promotion.
I'm over here.
Listen. Here. I'll hold court, all right? There's no promotions here. We just have to stick together and feel it out.
That makes the most sense that I've heard all day.
Ballet! Shakespeare!
Here before me I have thine computer, that I shall serve in cubicle of thee.
Ye doth have no permission.
Do mine eyes deceive me, or is this computer faulty?
Continue in Shakespeare, but everyone's also Christopher Walken.
Computer.
Yeah, forsooth.
Would that I could, you know what I mean?
I don't know if you know that you cannot take the laptop at home with. So you have to do the work is here.
A computer is like a watch, and the watch is like the telltale sign of your heart.
Yea, forsooth.
Verily.
Give over the players, everybody. They're working hard for you. All right. This next game is a game called Three Rooms. I need the players to get up here and get in pairs. From the audience, once again, and the chat at home, I just need 3 different locations. From anybody here, what's a location we didn't use in the previous game? Oh, I heard a mountain, and somebody said something in the back. Okay, so it's the Bahamas. What's an even more specific location, like a place you would go in the Bahamas? The beach. All right.
The middle of a cornfield.
And we've got the is that another suggestion from Illinois?
Yes, it is.
Wow, those Illinois people, man, they're I don't know if they're winning or losing, but they're in here. All right, so these are our 3 locations. All right, let me get my first group up. All right, and what was that first location?
Mountain.
Mountain. All right, and let's get our next 2 up. Yeah. Move, go.
I'm here.
Okay, what's the next location?
Cornfield.
No, the beach. You're at the beach. And the next 2.
A cornfield.
All right, so here's what's going to happen. The players are going to start a scene. The first players are going to be at a mountain. Every time I say switch, the next scene will start, but that scene has to begin using the last line of dialogue from the previous scene. All right, so in the game of 3 rooms, players, are you ready?
Yes.
And begin.
The air's really thin up here, and I'm very cold.
Me too.
I should have worn more than a t-shirt and Bermuda shorts.
I warned you that on the way up here. And now we're stuck up here until this storm subsides.
It was so nice down at the base. I don't understand how we could have gone wrong.
We just weren't thinking. And we only got 2 oxygen tanks left.
And they're so small.
Switch!
They're so small. The shells.
Yeah, but I still like them. I mean, I'm glad that we did this for our first date here. You know, you and me collecting shells. It's really fun. It's the best first Tinder date I've ever been on.
I found like 11 more.
Whoa! Yeah, here, let me open my fanny pack.
There you go.
Whoa!
I want you to go home with as many shells as I can find.
That really means a lot to me.
Switch!
That really means a lot to me that, you know, you agreed to go through this corn maze with me. You know, I know that you prefer sitting on the couch and drinking beer, but, you know, getting out in the wilderness
Well.
is really fun. Oh, look, our first clue!
Well,
Okay.
Okay. Is it anything like I don't know, Tetris or you know, I'm a couch. I like to be on the couch playing video games. I'm not an outdoorsy kind of guy.
Okay, well, it says when red touches yellow, it's bad for a fellow.
When red touches yellow, it's pepper.
When red touches yellow, it's bad for a fellow. Your oxygen. The red touched the yellow.
Oh no!
That means it's empty, and there's a good possibility you're not gonna make it, buddy.
Well, it's about time that I tell you, I suppose, with my last breath, that I've been seeing your ex-wife. I'm sorry. I just Figured if I weren't gonna tell you now, I guess I wouldn't ever tell you.
I guess I would never tell you.
I guess I would never tell you. So I may as well tell you on our first date. I'm married still. And I've been married before that too. My husband right now is out on a mountain trip. So I'm not too worried about it because I don't think he'll figure out that I'm going on dates and stuff, but
That puts me in a really awkward position.
That puts me in an awkward position.
This really puts me in an awkward position. I mean, I know I'm not the manly guy that you dreamed of when you found me on Tinder, but, you know, you've stuck with me for 6 months, Kelly, and I appreciate that.
But right now I'm just trying to figure out how to get out of this corn maze.
Don't leave me behind, Kelly. I mean, really, you're kind of like my only compass in life.
Yeah, I'm really starting to get that. And again, I do appreciate you coming with me, but okay, hold on. I just need to find another clue.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I was seeing other people a moment ago. Okay, this is the oxygen deprivation. It makes me also just want to confess all sorts of other things.
Oh, you have other things that you want to confess?
Yeah.
Tell me. Oh, do tell what other things you have to confess. Might as well get it all out while your oxygen runs out.
That's what I do when I'm reacting to an awkward situation. I just can't help it.
Wow. Well, you know, let's make the situation even more awkward because you don't remember me from high school. You're drunk here?
You're drunk here?
You're drunk. Here. I think it's a little more than the thin air that's gotten you being on. Oh, you didn't even share. There was some left in that.
There was some left in there.
There was some left in that.
In this bottle? This bottle, you mean? It looks like it's got a map to treasure. Gosh, I wish I was with a better person who remembered me from high school. I'm not sharing any of this treasure with you if I find it.
I'm not sharing any of this treasure with you.
Oh my gosh! It's literally gold! It's literally
I'm not
gold.
sharing any of this.
I'm not sharing any of this treasure with you! You're a drunk!
Kelly, you don't know what you're saying.
I do know what I'm saying!
I do know what I'm saying, Switch!
I do know what I'm saying. I know exactly what I'm saying at the top of this mountain.
Incoherent babble.
It's written in some foreign language.
And that's time! Give it up for the players in the round. All right, so this is the next opportunity for somebody who wants to volunteer and help us out in a game. Who would like to? You want to do that? Come on up here. Yay! Sit right on that stool. Hey, can you say your name nice and loud for everybody?
Grace.
Give it up for Grace, everybody. All right, Grace. So, this is a game we call Back in My Day. From anybody in the chat, I just need you to start thinking about things you find at the grocery store, things you buy at big box stores, or professions. But Grace, your job is, you ever talk to an old person and they just don't understand you? Yeah. So your job is, I'm going to get suggestions from the audience, and you're going to say, hey, I've got a, whatever that thing is, and then the players are going to pretend to be really old people. And they're going to say that thing old people say, which is, back in my day, we didn't have whatever that thing is. And then they have to make a pun out of it. So let's say, for example, the suggestion was a penguin. So I want you to say, you want you to look at me and say, hey, I've got a penguin.
I've got a a penguin.
Back in my day, we didn't have penguins, and we all thought, oh no, waddle we do. So, if you like dad jokes, you're gonna love this game. If you don't like dad jokes, too bad, ha ha. All right. So, that's your whole job. Is whatever the suggestion is, just over and over and over. Every time they walk up to you, you just look at them and say, "Hey, I've got this thing."
Okay.
Make sense? Very good. All right. So, from anybody at all, what's something you find at the grocery store?
Baked beans.
Wait, what did you say right there?
Baked beans.
Baked beans. All right. So so you just got to say like, "Hey, look, I've got some baked beans." All right.
Okay.
So, all right. Give it up for Grace, everybody. Give her some encouragement. And begin.
Okay, look, I've got some baked beans.
Oh, back in my day, we didn't have baked beans, but we really wanted them, so we looked outside in the bushes.
Oh, hey, I've got some baked beans.
Oh, back in my day, we didn't have baked beans, and if someone tried to say they had some, I'd just tell them to can it.
I've got some baked beans.
Hey, you know what? Back in my day, we didn't have baked beans. You couldn't bake anything, in fact. It was too chilly.
My turn. Oh, back in my day, we didn't have baked beans. We had to wait for other food in a long line with little plastic dolls. We had to wait in the barbecue.
I've got some baked beans.
Oh, back in my wee day, we didn't have baked beans. Oh, no. But you know, honestly, I can't really remember what we did have. I guess I'm just an old fart.
All right, that's the baked beans. All right. Hey, Dan, what do you got from the chat?
Carpet cleaner.
Okay. So I want you to say, "Hey, I've got a carpet cleaner," and the player's gonna say, "Back in my day, we didn't have that." All right. So here we go, and begin.
Hey, I've got a carpet cleaner.
Right?
A carpet cleaner?
Oh, back in my day, we didn't have carpet cleaners. In fact, we would just cut a rug.
I've got a carpet cleaner.
Oh, back in my day, we didn't have carpet cleaners, and that left us all steamed.
I've got a carpet cleaner.
Oh, well, back in my day, we didn't have carpet cleaners. I just had to call my friend Stanley Steamer.
I've got a carpet cleaner.
Oh, back in my day, we didn't have carpet cleaners. We just kept things shaggy.
I've got a carpet cleaner.
Oh, back in my day, we didn't have a carpet cleaner. We would get on our hands and knees and do it ourselves day in and day out until you would die, son.
I've got a carpet cleaner.
Back in my day, we didn't have carpet cleaners. In fact, it sucked.
I've got a carpet cleaner.
Oh, back in my day, we didn't have carpet cleaners. The president wouldn't allow it. President Hoover. All right, from anybody at all, shout out your real life job. Nurse. All right, so the first thing I heard was a nurse. So you're going to say, well, I'm a nurse, or I've got a nurse, whichever you want. All right, here we go. And again.
Hey, I'm a nurse.
Oh, you're a nurse! Hey, you know what? Back in my day, we didn't have nurses, so when you got to the doctor's office, there was a huge line. People ran out of patience.
Hey, I'm a nurse.
You're a nurse?
Yeah.
I see you.
Hey, I'm a nurse.
Oh, really? Oh, back in my day, we didn't have nurses. Oh, pretty much in vain.
Hey, oh,
I'm a nurse.
I'm a nurse. Oh, that's awesome. You know what? Back in my day, we didn't have nurses. Yeah. In fact, I wanted to be a nurse, but they wouldn't give me a shot.
Hey, all right, everybody. Let's do another one, Dan. What do we got from the chat?
Chapstick.
Okay. Back in my day, we didn't have chapstick. All right, go ahead.
Hey, I've got some chapstick.
I couldn't hear you over my lip smackers.
Hey, I've got some chapstick.
Oh, back in my day. Oh, guess what? We didn't have chapstick. Yeah, we thought the whole premise of it was cracked. What? If you're from Wisconsin, you would understand that reference.
Hey, I've got some chapstick.
Back in my day, we didn't have chapstick. We would just let bugs sting our lips and we would call them Burt's Bees.
Hey, I've got some chapstick.
Oh, no! Hey, back in my day, we didn't have chapstick. Yeah, you know what we had to do? We had to get a bunch of vehicles and drive to where you could find plants that you could apply a salve. You needed a bunch of vehicles. You needed Carmex. That was a long walk. That was a long walk. That was a walk.
Hey, I have some chapstick.
What?
It's chapstick.
Back in my day, we didn't have chapsticks. There's no appeal. Had no appeal.
One more time, somebody in the room, give me a suggestion of somebody in your family. Or the job of somebody in your family.
Carpenter.
A carpenter. Back in my day, we didn't have carpenters. It'd be weird if you just gave me the suggestion of somebody in your family. Derek. Carpenter. Back in my day, we didn't have carpenters. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Begin.
Yeah.
I'm a carpenter.
Oh, I bet you would.
I'm a carpenter.
Back in my day, we didn't have carpenters. If I wanted to build a house, I would just lean two sticks together and I would declare, nailed it.
Hey, I'm a carpenter.
Oh, goodness gracious. Back in my day, we didn't have carpenters. We were always hammered.
I'm a carpenter.
Oh, back in my day, we didn't have carpenters. We were perfectly satisfied being bored.
Okay, that's time. Give it a grace, everybody. All right. So, hey everybody, this brings us to a very important part of our show, and that is in just a moment, we're going to go to our very brief intermission. Now, during intermission, you've got some options. Your first option is you can go through that door over there, take a right or a left, and you find either of our two bathrooms. They let us have two of those. Yeah. Or you can go visit Kyle at the bar. Just make sure that when you talk to Kyle and interact with Kyle, you appreciate Kyle in a way that Kyle will appreciate, and in a way that if he invests wisely, will appreciate over time. You know what I mean? Tip Kyle, because he comes to us from a federal work release program. He's got a mighty temper. All right. Also, another thing you can do during the intermission is you can go to our website, which is firstcoastcomedy.com. Hey, say that with me. The website is firstcoastcomedy.com. There you can find out about all the different shows that we do here. You can also find out how to sign up for Improv Comedy 101. If you're watching this and you're thinking that looks like fun, it is a lot of fun. We've got Improv Comedy 101 starting up next week, Tuesday, so there's not a lot of time to make up your mind to sign up, so you might as well do it now after you've had a few drinks. But there's only 4 spots left, so if you want to sign up, you better grab one of those 4 remaining spots. And also, you can find out how to hire us for a road show. We can leave this building. It turned out when the wizard died, the curse was lifted, and we can leave now. And the reason we can do a road show for you is because we've got a van. If you're thinking, how do I get a 2010 Honda Odyssey parked outside of my event? We can provide customized entertainment for you. But with all that said, we will see you after this very brief intermission! Some more laughs, and I think you do too. But you need to put those hands together and let's make some noise for your players. Come on, let's clap, let's scream, let's shout. Let's bring the players back to the stage. All right, and let's not forget about your host, Alex Grindeland. Hey everybody, you made it back. Give it up for yourselves. All right, we're just going to jump right back into the action. But actually, just before we do that, as I pointed out, we do stream these shows live. So go ahead and give us a like, follow, subscribe on YouTube. And then if you went on those unfortunate Fridays and Saturdays when you can't be here and you're like, oh, my life is the worst because I can't be at First Coast Comedy, you can at least digitally be here. All right, so we're going to jump back into it. So from anybody at all, actually from the chat, I'm going to want to have a location. But from anybody over here, let me say, what's the first letter of your first name?
Jay.
Jay. Somebody shout out. It's not just Jay, it's Jay. Somebody shout out any word that starts with the letter J.
Joker.
Ooh, I heard Joker. All right, Joker. And what do we have from the chat there, Dan?
3-hold outhouse.
Okay, an outhouse. All right. A Joker and an outhouse. All right, so in the suggestion of, or in the game of continuation, what's going to happen is let me get all the players up on stage, everybody facing this direction. All right, so what's going to happen is the performers are going to be doing a scene, and anytime I say switch, they're going to have to switch who's playing that character. And then I'll say switch again, and they'll switch with who's playing that character. It'll make sense when you see it. All right, so let me get 2 players up to start the scene. All right. In the game of...
Thanks for joining me.
In the game of continuation, with an outhouse and a joker, players, are you ready?
Yes!
And begin.
We fancy like Applebee's on a date night. Got the bars to stay with the boy.
I hear you crawling outside of the outhouse. You may be my niece, but that doesn't mean you can take all the toilet paper.
I'm not outside the outhouse. I don't know what you're talking about.
I can hear you up top. I can hear you up top. Get me some toilet
Switch! Switch! Somebody go be Dave now!
Oh.
That looks so dangerous.
It is. You've gotten a lot younger.
Yeah, I have. I've gotten much younger.
Start the scene over entirely! You've completely lost the characters! Alright, get in line again! Alright, know who you're following! Go back again! Alright, we're gonna use the same suggestion completely differently. 2 players up. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
And begin!
Well, it's been a long time that we've worked here at this circus, and I just got back from the outhouse. It hasn't been cleaned in weeks.
I know, I'm sorry. That was my responsibility, but I've been juggling for 27 hours straight.
Switch!
I didn't have any time. Well, somebody needs to clear it. It ain't gonna be me. I tell you what, let me just take those balls for you. I know you try to beat a record and everything. But if I stop juggling, the Guinness Book of World Records won't find me.
Switch!
I don't really care about the Guinness Book of World Records. I'm trying to keep things clean here.
If I drop these, then I'll be in the circus for the rest of my life, and you know I have dreams. Hey, bearded lady boss here.
Switch!
And I'm telling you right now, if this crapper don't get clean by one of you
days. I've got this mopping bucket and I'm not touching them until you give it up.
What? Switch!
Such insolence coming from you!
Well, I don't intend to do a darn thing till I get them pennies.
Wow, here, have some pennies.
Here's the Guinness Book of World Records off your forehead.
Switch!
I don't think I'm gonna lose this time because I've got the balls in the air.
You are gonna lose because you're both fired.
You aren't
Who's going to feed me the lion?
Oh, someone put this flare out and feed the lion. Things are getting crazy.
I can't get fired. I got a family.
Roar!
Oh, things are getting tenuous. I'm hungry for that lion.
As the bearded lady, I'm very upset about this right now.
Now listen, I will clean the toilet. I dropped a ball.
Switch!
All this time, I only had 1 minute left, you monster! Maybe you should have focused on working. Where'd the elephant go?
All right. So, for this next game, I know that you wanted to volunteer for a game. So come on up here. Say your name nice and loud for everybody.
My name is Neva.
Give it for Neva. Hey Neva, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and have a seat in that chair right there. All right. So, for this game, from anybody in here, what's an activity you do outdoors? Pickleball. All right. Your suggestion for this scene is pickleball. Neva, this is a game called Audience Sound Effects. The performers are going to do a scene. You are going to provide all of the sound effects. So, before we do that, we're going to do a little practice, okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to keep that microphone nice and close to your mouth. So first of all, say your name nice and loud into that microphone.
Neva.
Yeah, that's good. All right. All right, so let's say there's a door in front of me. I want to see if anybody's home. I'm going to ring the doorbell. Here we go. Me ringing the doorbell. You do the sound. Oh, whoa, yeah. They didn't answer when I rang, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to knock on the door. And I'm going to knock loud and hard on the door. Here we go, knocking on a door.
Bam, 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 bam.
Yeah. Woo. Have you seen the Flintstones? No, it doesn't matter. All right, let's see, I'm going to open the door. It's an old, creaky door. Here we go. Very good. And get nice and close to that microphone. All right. There's Flippy Floppy, the First Coast Comedy kitty cat.
Meow.
Oh no, Flippy Floppy's really angry. All right, Neva's doing so good. All right, so that's how it'll go. If the players want a sound effect, they'll kind of lead you up to it. You make whatever happens. Whatever happens is perfect. Whatever sound you make is exactly the correct sound. So don't overthink it. If you don't know what sound something makes, just make any sound because there's probably other people here who don't know what sound that makes. All right. So in the game of audience sound effects with the suggestion of pickleball, players, are you ready?
Yes.
And begin.
Hey baby, I hear the blues are calling, toss salads and scram.
Oh, what a week. Now that I'm off of work and it's Saturday, I really want to go play some sports. I wonder if it's a nice day outside. Let me just unlock the window and pull it up. Okay, I'm gonna poke my head outside. Oh, the birds are chirping. That's a little foreboding, but the sun's out, so I think it's a perfect day for pickleball. And you know what I'm gonna do before playing pickleball? Because I enjoy a theme, I'm gonna enjoy a pickle. So, let me just open up this fridge. Put some WD-40 on that. There we are. Okay. Big jar of pickles. Missed it. All right. They put this heavy jar of pickles down on the counter. All right. Now I gotta get it open. Oh, it's gonna pop soon. I know it's gonna pop. There we go. All right, let me just reach in, grab a big pickle, bite into it. I bet it's nice and crisp. Oh. I wonder if somebody's at my door. I'm expecting Dave.
Bam, bam,
Let me see who that is. Let me open up this door.
Bro, you gotta get a real door instead of just a screen door. Anyone could break in at any moment.
Sorry, Dave. I'm just a trustworthy person. Come on in.
That's okay. Yep. All right. Bro, I got us some new pickleball gear. Check it out in my zip bag here. I call it a zip bag because it's got a zipper on it. Yeah. Check out all that gear. Go ahead, dig around. It's really clunky. It's real clunky. I spilled a beer in there too, so it's kind of soggy. Yeah.
I get that. Oh, ooh, look at this racket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, let's see how the strings are. I'm assuming there's strings on pickleball.
Yeah. The strings of that racket are actually made by the same people that made your screen door over there. Yeah. Hey, you gotta check this out. I got a Harley Davidson that's gonna take us over to the park right now.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, hang out. Let's open up this screen door again. Whoa, it changed. All right.
Let's hear it close behind us.
bam.
Okay. It's secure.
Follow me. Yeah, check this out. Just picked up this puppy yesterday off of that motorcycle place on Atlantic Boulevard that no one knows about. Yeah.
Sweet ride.
Here, take your helmet. Go ahead, put it on, man.
All right. It's going to be a tight fit.
Dude, let me sound like you passed a kidney stone there for a second.
Dave! Other guy!
I have a name.
I think I never remember it. I'm sorry. I know you're gonna play pickleball, but the crows, they're everywhere. Can you hear them?
It's my wife Cheryl. She's got a thing about crows, man.
I heard them earlier this morning. I was gonna come out and play pickleball when I opened my window and I heard them, and they were all coming. And you know what that means? Armageddon!
Hang on! Luckily I have some fireworks like packed in with the pickleball stuff. This will scare away all those crows. Don't worry, honey. I'm gonna save the world.
I've got a bow and an arrow.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll light the fireworks. You shoot the bow and arrow at the same time. What kind of weaponry do you have?
I just brought a baseball bat.
Swing a baseball bat and hit the ground. That scares them too. Okay. We're gonna do all three at the same time. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Mine's done.
My arrow just fell to the ground.
I don't hear the crows anymore.
I hit one.
And that's time! Come on up here. Here is your free pass to come back to a future show. All right, so that brings us to our final and most challenging game that we play here at First Coast Comedy. I need to send 2 players out of the room. Who's leaving? 1 and 2. All right, so on 3, everyone say, "Get out of here, Dave and Ben." 1, 2, 3. Get out of here, Dave and Ben. We're done. All right, so I sent them out of the room so they cannot hear any of the suggestions I'm about to get from all of you. Let's see here, from anybody at all, give me an activity that you do around the house. But other than cleaning, what's another type of thing you do around the house? Well, I heard playing a board game. Very good. And Dan, what do we have in the chat?
It's putting up a fake Christmas tree.
I'm just going to say putting up a Christmas tree. We're going to say decorating a Christmas tree is going to be the activity there. All right, and somebody give me a sport.
Gymnastics.
Ooh, what gymnastics activity?
Tumbling.
Okay, tumbling in gymnastics, and I also heard ping pong. These are going to be our 4 activities. All right, so what was that first activity?
Playing a board game.
Playing a board game. All right, so in this particular board game, instead of rolling dice, they're going to be rolling something that's alive, like gerbils or they're rolling guinea pigs. All right, very good. And instead of having little pieces, a little avatar of themselves in this board game, it's going to be something from the chat. What do we got, Dan?
Artificial intelligence.
Oh, gosh. I'm going to use that later, all right? Let's see, the pieces are something too large to use as pieces. Dinosaurs, all right. You know what? I'm going to take dinosaurs with guns. That's what it's going to be. Yeah. T-Rex with guns. All right, America. All right, and they're not playing against their friend. They're playing against artificial intelligence. Excellent, very good. All right, what's the next activity?
Decorating a Christmas tree.
They're decorating a Christmas tree, but the decorations, the little bulbs and the things and the whatever they're putting on the Christmas tree are something very valuable. There's cars. Hanging entire cars on the Christmas tree. And let's see, the star on the top of the tree is not a star. It's going to be, what is it?
The Hope Diamond.
Oh, it's specifically the Hope Diamond. The big one. All right. And let's see here. They are not decorating this Christmas tree in their house. Dan, do you have any locations in the chat?
A Broadway musical stage.
All right, so I'm going to say they're decorating it on Broadway. Very good. All right, let's see here. What was the next activity?
Tumbling.
They're tumbling. They're doing the gymnastics tumbling. They're not on a tumbling mat. They're on some other substance.
Quicksand.
Would you say a waterbed?
Yeah.
They're tumbling on a waterbed. Very good. And let's see here. They're not wearing a leotard or whatever else you wear when you're tumbling. They're wearing a suit of armor. You got a suit of armor tumbling on a waterbed. And when you tumble, there's judges who hold up, the number that you got. But those judges are going to be the cast of not Friends, because we get it all the time, but the cast of another The cast of Gilligan's Island is judging their tumbling. Very good. All right, what's the next activity?
Ping pong.
That's the last one, I believe. Yep. All right, so Dan, the ping pong ball is what from the chat?
Kimchi.
It's kimchi.
Yeah.
All right, the ping pong ball is kimchi. The rackets are something that would be really heavy or difficult to hold. Frying pan. The rackets are frying pans, and they're playing against. I want you to give me a suggestion of a cartoon character or a celebrity who's best known for their voice.
Taylor Swift.
Wait, what did you say in the back?
James Earl Jones.
Okay, they're playing against James Earl Jones. Very good. All right, I think that's 3 changes on that one. Yeah. All right, give it up for yourselves, Jones. Guys, you're the best. Excellent work. I'm proud of you. So in the game of 4 things, what's going to happen is we just sent the players out of the room so they cannot hear anything. In a moment, we're going to call them back in here, and their teammates are going to have to get them to not just perform these activities, but actually they not just guess what these activities are, but they have to get them to actually perform these activities. They have to get them to do these bizarre things. To make it even more difficult, they can only give them hints and clues using 2 tools. Those tools are gibberish and mime. Gibberish is gobbledygook nonsense that doesn't mean anything. Habba-dibba scuba dabba-dibba dabba scuba, like how the Minions talk. And mime is, you know, like, it's a French martial art. So, and if they successfully get all the things, we'll all be amazed. All right, so now all we need to do is get a quick review of these activities from Madeline. Give it up for Madeline!
Oh, thank you very much. All right, we are going to present these to you in no particular order, but I'm going to read them to you in the order I wrote them down. First, we got playing a board game, but the dice are guinea pigs, the pieces are T-Rexes with guns, and they're playing against artificial intelligence. Everybody say one. One. Everybody say one. One. Thank you. Next, we got decorating a Christmas tree, but the ornaments are cars, the star is the Hope Diamond, and the location is Broadway. Everybody say two. Two. Fantastic. Then we got the gymnastics event of tumbling. The mat is a waterbed. They're wearing a suit of armor, and the judges are just the cast of Gilligan's Island. Everybody say three. Three. And finally, we got ping pong, but the ball is kimchi. The rackets are frying pans, and they're playing against James Earl Jones. Everybody say cool. Yeah.
And Michael, make sure that they're playing against kimchi. All right, so now all we need to do is call the players. Call the players back in here. So on three, everyone say, players come back. 1, 2, 3. Players come back.
Backstreet's back, all right. Yeah, we're back again. Everybody say.
I'm 54!
And he's single, ladies. All right, so we're gonna have Ben's team.
I'm creeping him out right now.
All right, we're gonna have Ben's team go first in this game. All right, we've got some bizarre activities. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
And begin.
Ah, super.
Stand right there, look straight forward. What are you doing?
Decorating a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
The decorations are cars.
Correct.
The thing at the top, the star at the top, is a diamond.
Ooh. I need to know specifically a little bit more about it.
The Hope Diamond.
Hey!
And I'm doing it in a chorus line house.
Oh, sorry, I gotta send it to Dave. Where is he decorating this Christmas tree?
Broadway.
Yeah. I remember.
All right, next activity. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Audience, are you ready?
Yes.
And begin.
Oh, it's go waggity heave ba 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 ba. Oh, it's go waggity bitty ski ba ba. Ooh, it's go waggity bitty ski.
Good job.
Ski ba bitty ski waggity. Oh, it's go waggity ba ba ski ba ba ski ba. Oh. No, but ska wahaga da. Ska waggity ski ba. Whoa.
Ah, yeah.
Whoa. No, but have a ska. Waga da ba da, waga da ba da, waga da ba da, waga da bitty ski, waga da 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 da. Waga da. Yeah, but
Good. Oh, someone have give a chihuahua? Yeah, but how much you be doing?
Yes, give me a comment about you.
Boingy, 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 boingy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she like, sprucey, like. Oh, she better. Oh my God. Oh, yeah, my habit.
Oh,
What? Oh,
squad, get it.
how are you, Shalom? I have a go. Oh, like a chicken, click, click, ooh. Oh, sugar. Oh,
All right, Dave, what are you doing?
Okay. I'm doing gymnastics.
Yeah, what specific event?
Somersault or tumbling?
Yeah!
Oh, okay. Whew, I knew it was something. All right. I'm doing this on a waterbed. I'm wearing a suit of armor, and the judges are the cast of Gilligan's Island. Find me on Bumble.
All right, next activity. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
And begin.
Squeaky, 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 squeaky.
Hey, what are we gonna skip about?
All right, what are you doing?
I'm playing ping pong.
Correct.
The paddle is a frying pan.
Yeah.
I'm playing against James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
And the ball is kimchi.
I did not think you had kimchi.
I thought it was the rare head blowfish.
All right, this is the last activity? Yeah. All right, final activity. Audience, are you ready? Yeah. And begin.
Oh, go just a wada dabba dabba.
Oh, just a big dabba dabba. Just dabba dabba.
Wanna get a get a bottle?
Oh, le la kana shima hawdi go. Aha.
Oh, what a
Ah, la ba hobi chimo. Wait, how much weight? Zumba, how do you?
Wait.
So why dabba dabba dabba? Keep it all. But just no, but somebody zoom. What about a dabba dabba dabba? Oh, Scala Diva Dabba.
Chiba Lama Gibba Chiba Gibba Weird, I had this dream last night. All right.
What are you doing?
Playing a board game.
Yeah.
The dice are baby pigs.
But not baby pigs, no. That's, you said the word pigs is in it, but not baby pigs. No.
Oh, nuts.
Continue.
Let's see. The piece is a dinosaur with machine gun arms.
Yeah, we'll take that. Yeah, it's a dinosaur with guns.
Yeah, with guns, okay? And I'm playing against the concept of artificial intelligence.
Yeah!
Whoa. Not baby pigs, huh?
It's not baby pigs. I'm gonna send it over to Ben for the steal. What are the dice?
The dice are tiny pigs.
As he already said that. No, what are the dice?
Oh, they called pork belly pigs?
No, it's not pork belly pigs.
Oh, what are they called?
Hot belly pigs.
I want you to not imagine a literal pig.
Oh, okay. Don't imagine a pig. Squeaky snorty snorts.
I'm gonna send it to Ben for one more guess.
I got nothing.
Okay. No, you can't. Audience, tell him what it was. It was guinea pig. Give it up for all the players, everybody. All right, so, hey, give it up for everybody who volunteered tonight. Hey, we here at First Coast Comedy, we've been open for something between 1.5 years and 2 years, like a year and 3/4, something like that. You look around, you still see there's some empty seats around. Ew, gross, yucky, empty seats. We don't care for that. So, yeah, ew, yuck, ew, empty seats. So, if you enjoyed the show you saw tonight, you want to help us out, there's a lot of different things you can do. You can go subscribe to our YouTube page. You can go give us a like, follow, subscribe on the Instagram and the Facebook, all of that. You can leave us a nice 5-star review on one of the places where people do that, Google or Yelp or whatever, what have you. If for whatever reason you don't feel like leaving a 5-star review, you're busy. You've got other stuff to do. Your calendar's so full. Who's got time? But in any case, the best form of advertisement, even in the year 2023, is 2024. Last year was the best form of advertisement. This year still is what it is. Word of mouth. So if you enjoyed the show you saw tonight, please, please, please tell a friend. If for whatever reason you did not enjoy it, you just keep that to yourself. Thank you very much. We have been First Coast Comedy. Have a great night.
All right, let's look at our 3 players. Ben St. John. Bill Bresnahan.